It's been a day, but I'm finna tell y'all anyway. On another episode of Dating in Atlanta. So yesterday I was with my little then we went separate ways. It was like early in the day because I had something to do, and he was like, all right, I'm finna go watch the game later. He was like, but let me know when you done so we can link up again. I said, okay, cool. Moral of the story, I forgot I ain't hit his ass up for the rest of the night. So when I'm leaving work today, I get a voice text from him. This motherfucker going off on me, telling me like, you be treating me like them other niggas and shit. I'm not one of them. You a liar. You ain't hit me up. Like, he just tripping. Like, come on now. Like, it's not the first time me or him like a forgotten text or, did some other shit. Like, it is what it is. So I instantly called him. That motherfucker don't answer my call. I said, okay, he on some bullshit. So I text him back and I was like, you really doing the most? And I'm like I forgot. It's not that deep. Like, I'll see you today. And so he only loved it. He reacted to it and loved it, but he didn't respond. So that shit pissed me off because I don't like when a motherfucker just react to the message, respond. So I call his ass again. He don't answer. But then he texts me back. And I was like, and why the fuck your ass can't never answer the phone? I was like, you sneaky as fuck. So the motherfucker told me, shut the fuck up. You play all day and shit, you liar. And I'm like, what? So I instantly, who the fuck you talking to? And he was like, the motherfucker on your ID and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, alright. So we ended up arguing, like whole legit argument and shit. But I ain't really take it serious. And I was like, you must miss me or something because you're doing the most. Like, this shit's so unnecessary. And he was like, come see me then. So I ain't reply for like 30 minutes because I was driving. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't planning on replying no time soon anyway. Because he had pissed me off, so you finna wait. Why the fuck I get off the expressway? I'm turning off the street and all I hear, my car start bumping and shit. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I pull over. Why I got a flat tire? So when I pull up and see it, I call him. He don't answer again. So I text him and it was like, where you at? And he was like, I'm working right now. I was like, okay, come get me. And he was like, come get you from where you at? And he was like, and why? What's going on? So I tell him, and he was like, I'm working right now. He was like, but why you need me to come get you? Where your car? I was like, I'm in my car. And he was like, okay, what's going on? You good? And I was like, I got a flat tire. Y'all, why this man text me back and say, God don't like ugly? Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me weak. He kind of ate though. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of ate with that. But he had me so fucked up. But yeah, why his ass also shade me on his Instagram story? These Atlanta men is something else. But shit, I ended up calling my other little and he pulled up with no problem. So now I gotta drop the other one.
So where do we even start? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what we gotta understand is we all know women play games, right? But the thing is, when you participate with a woman's games, you get what this guy got. She might get some chuckles in and some kikis and all of this, and might think what you did was funny, but at the end of the day, she calling the other dude.
But shit, I ended up calling my other little and he pulled up with no problem. So
women are constantly looking at ways to cancel us out, right? The same way you should be looking at ways to cancel her out, she's looking at ways to cancel you out. So when she said early on in the story, I'm gonna hit you up later, and I learned this lesson in college, right? Because there was a woman that I really wanted, and I finally got with her after some months, right? And I remember times she'll whisper sweet nothings. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna come spend the night. We're gonna have a good time. And then, I would never get no calls by her. My phone didn't ever ring up with her name on it. I'm still waiting on her to call me, and that was 12 years ago. Shout out to Coach Corey Wayne. Dating is like a game of tennis. So when she said, oh, I'm gonna hit you up later, and she never hits you up, you can't go crazy. You can't lose your mind, because a lot of times, yes, she may have not been doing this consciously, but she could have forgot. You just not the priority. But here's the thing, you could have made yourself the priority. If you would have made yourself the priority in that moment and said, you know what, she didn't hit me up, let me keep it pushing, let me go watch, after I watch the game, let me watch me a good Netflix movie, or let me get me some sleep, or let me read before I go to bed, let me focus on this real quick, or let me go get a late night workout in. Because really, you acting like that because you miss her. So you really showing yourself. And then when you try to call a woman out, when you try to call a woman out, you're gonna look ridiculous. You know, what makes you look worse is when you start playing these cat mouse games. She call you, you don't answer, but then you text her back right away. So now you kind of looking like the woman in a situation, because what type of man has time to play those games? You should have just been kept in it pushing after she never hit you up. But a lot of times when we have this one-itis from somebody, or we really are not locked into our bigger picture in life, this is what happens. When your life is not prioritized to where your craft is first, your purpose, your bigger mission, when you don't have your life prioritized the right way, you get exposed. These type of things happen. And guess what? She wanted you to act like that. Now that you acted like that, you just proved to her that you don't deserve to be in her life. You can't handle it. Because all she said was, I'll hit you up later. If somebody says they're going to hit you up and they don't hit you up, well, maybe you wasn't that important. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just wasn't that important. All you got to do is you take mental note that, okay, she didn't hit me up. Okay, cool. You take mental note. She knows that she didn't hit you up. She ain't forget. She ain't forget to hit you up. She was testing to see, was you going to overreact? And you gave it right on the silver plate. You overreacted. Like, when we call women out, it doesn't do us no justice. She don't care. You heard what she said at the end of the video. Oh, I called my other dude up. They're gonna go right to the next dude. A woman does not care about you calling her out about being inconsistent or incongruent with her word. A woman don't care. But you got to be consistent with your word, because if you don't keep your word as a man, a woman's gonna call you out. But the thing is, that shouldn't matter. Let a woman expose herself. Okay, she never hit me up. Okay, let me focus on something else. Or let me go with this other woman that I have. Really, you're showing your lack of abundance when you act all upset and sad because she didn't hit you up. Because if you had other women, you wouldn't be tripping. Okay, Jessica didn't hit me up, but Ashley trying to come see me, so let me tell her to come through. You know, that's the mindset you would have had. But when you act like that, she gonna go with the other dude who knows how to act. He tried to pull some game, right? You remember he hit her with the, first of all, telling the woman to shut up and all these different type of things. It just makes you look super childish. And then she went along with it because she wasn't really that offended. Because women will give you the attention just to see how far it goes. Because they, you know what I'm saying? They like that drama type of deal. You thinking you getting somewhere that you like, oh, come see me. And she stopped responding for 30 minutes. So that's the thing. When you play a woman's game, it's going to look like she's playing games. But she's only doing that. The only reason she's doing that is because you the one that's looking sad. You look desperate. She like, dude, are you acting like this because you miss me? Like, you acting like, y'all seen Hey Arnold and how, what's her name? Helga be acting like towards Arnold, and how she like try to like be all mean and stuff, but really she just acting like that because she really likes him, but she don't know how to be direct and go for what she wants. That's the same way you acting. You acting indecisive because all you had to do was nothing. Once she said to you in person, okay, I'll hit you later, all you had to do was just chill, because clearly she was on the road. She didn't forget to hit you up, but she was on the road. So when she got to the crib, she probably would have hit your ass up. But when you overreact with a woman, or you go crazy because she said she was going to hit you, women say that all the time. Don't women call you fine or you look good? But then when you try to set something up, they be on some BS. It's the same thing. You can't necessarily take what they're saying. Watch their action. Actions speak louder than words. So if she didn't come over, there's no need to call her out on it. Just keep it pushing. And like I said early on in the video, we got to learn how to prioritize our life in the right way. Life is bigger than women. A lot of times, man, we are so locked into this one woman and what she says she gonna do, and that is taking over our whole world because it's not going how we wanted it to go. But you got to understand, women are going to move how they move. And she's going to cancel you because of that. Because that you overreacted, you just showed her who you really was. So like I said, every video, man, we got to continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. and I'm gone.